here, and I am up here on the bed, and I am eating some food. I was just in the mood tonight for butter beans. As random as that sounds, maybe it's something in them that I needed. Butter beans and some coconut jasmine rice with some ham chunks, cube chunked ham with some cornbread. And it is quite delicious. I'm really enjoying it. And I'm going to multitask and sit up here while I show you guys, as well as talk to you guys about the Utopia Alchemy bottle. And there it is. I know it looks kind of ick. They start looking ick like that after a while. So, parasites is what my mama Lilith calls them. Which are people that want something from you or need something from you, or, when you got your mojo going and they can sense that and they have a problem with it. So then Mars will start to attack and attack and attack and attack. Now they are feeding off of you. However, the energy kind of becomes very scattered, is what I've noticed. It kind of, if you do energy work to retrieve your energy every day, and you also have really good protection, what ends up essentially happening is that they don't actually ever get what they want. They don't. Hey, sissy. Which is why they will sit there in their foolish ways and wonder why they want to be you, but they can't actually get you. Nobody should be trying to be anybody else. And, so the good news about the utopian bottle. Whenever I start falling under spiritual attack by parasitic people, I kind of feel ungrounded. I kind of feel like it's this feeling of being pulled in way too many directions, and you don't feel that sensation of wholeness. And right now, I am being pulled on by a corporation, which is bizarre as hell. A corporation, uh, two attorneys, and a bunch of people. Okay. Now, of course, my children are going to pull on me. Of course, even sometimes my clients may pull on me, not necessarily energetically, and my children don't pull from me energetically, but these are people that they call it vampirism, but in my opinion, it's called codependency and parasiting. I don't ever take from anybody. I feel like if you're going to vampire off of somebody, it should be the person that took away from you. I don't take away from anybody. But delusional people will tell themselves anything when they want to be you. Good news about the utopian alchemy bottle. It will factually, it can be used as an energy life force reclaim. It's actually pretty phenomenal for that also. Very grounding, works fast. You know, parasites, they love to shame and harass and, you know, look at pictures of you. It's very weird. And they just don't want to leave you alone. And they were feeding last night, or trying to. Oh, that ginger ale is so good. So they were feeding, they were trying to feed last night. Honestly, when I get insomnia to where I stay up past 6 a.m., definitely a sign of them feeding or trying to. I used to get really like this kind of icky feeling. I used to, but I don't anymore because I have so much extra protection around me and I do a lot of energy work and a lot of alchemy work. Because it used to feel very uncomfortable, you know. These last 3, 4 nights, actually 3 or 4 weeks, that the parasites have been trying to feed, I have actually been feeling very good, very positive, not necessarily feeling, you know, like that ick feeling, like, oh my God, like sad and confused. You know, I've actually been feeling really good. And see, you know, the one thing I can't stand about parasites, guys, is that honestly, um, while you can do something spiritually, it's not always a good thing to do that just randomly, thinking that you can just take away from another person, you know, steal their identity, steal their confidence, steal their mojo. And everybody has their own little spiritual journey that they're going through. That's just like, I'm going to try to break it down. By the way, I did manage to get my Pluto retrograde reading done 4 days late. Well, I wasn't late. I'm always on time, right on time. Sis, I can see you. I'm just up. I'm up here, and the phone is downstairs. Not downstairs, down on the floor. So I did get that done, and it's on TikTok. But I'm gonna do the individual reads as well, either tonight or tomorrow. I've got one other thing well, actually two other things that's important that I have to do. And, you know, yeah. So I could tell, I can always tell when the parasites are feeding because my muscles will almost feel weak. And then that's when I start doing my work to reclaim and retrieve my power and energy. So this one is really good for that. In fact, for me, when I'm in my bubble, oh my God, it's just like such a feeling of like, oh my God. It's like that feeling of, oh God, how do I describe it? Serenity, tranquility, peace, utopia is the only, it just feels like, oh God, it's indescribable. You just, you feel so good. And it's like, you don't have to pretend, you know. You can laugh or chuckle at something that's funny, but you're not laughing to pretend that you're happy. You're not doing anything to mask the pain or any pain. It's very healing, energy reclaiming, grounding at the same time. Now, I wanted to tell you about this other working that I did, and it's very interesting. I just randomly showed it to a student the other night, a few nights ago. And I said, I need to do this thing for myself. So I did. And basically, it is finally got to the point of the planetary chakra cleanse, like in the way that is like pretty freaking amaze balls. And it's an energy reclaim as well. But this, you know, Healing was spoken into that working, but this one is really healing. It is very healing to the heart chakra, to whatever is, like for example, I had some people for the past 4 weeks just throwing negativity, cancer, malignancy at my breast because they want me to get breast cancer. Then last night they were talking about my heart chakra. They were talking about how I have high blood pressure, which I don't. If my blood pressure was high, I would know it. Um, I have symptoms. If my blood pressure is up, I have symptoms. Okay. Um, like elevated heart rate, it would be a sign of your blood pressure being up. That is a fact. I don't worry about my blood pressure. I don't worry about strokes. I don't worry about heart attacks. And I definitely don't ever have chest pains, ever. Maybe a little bit of gas. But these people wanted me to have it, because, well, one of the dudes, this psychic vampire or psychic parasite that I used to date, he told me that somebody told him that he should stress me out so much that I should die. So he wants me to die because I'm leaving and going back home, which is kind of silly if you ask me. So this is pretty amazing. I just put a little bit of alcohol in it, a little bit of eucalyptus. I felt a little tension in like my upper stomach area, like below the sternum kind of. But that was it, and that's gone. It's very deep. This utopian work. Okay, you don't have to wait till you go to heaven to experience utopia. In other words, okay? And what I usually will do is I'll let that fire burn out and I'll just stick a tea light on top of it. I got some 6-hour tea lights from Amazon today. And don't worry, they can't feed off of this because a very, I've got very powerful gargoyles guarding Utopia. So if they try to feed, they're going to get bitten, a chunk bit out of them if they try to feed off of that energy. Because your utopia is you. Nobody should be invading you. That's called boundary issues. And there are a lot of people. There are a lot of people who have had things happen to them that definitely have boundary issues. They want people to respect their boundaries, but they don't want to respect other people's boundaries. Y'all notice that? It doesn't matter. Stop trying to change them, you know? Hello? Let me see. We got 6 or 7 in the chat. Can y'all hit the thumbs up so I can see? My spirits like to know who's in here. I'm going to also top this one off with some Bible ashes. All of my alchemy bottles, before I send them out to you guys, which is going to be right before I move out of this house, are going to be dusted with Bible ashes. So I'm going to put a few Bible ashes on this. Not the ones that I have mixed with stuff. Just the straight, because I've got some that are not mixed at all with anything. So I'm just going to dust it a little bit with that. Close it up. Stick a tea light on it. And feel great. Oh, they're hate watching. We got 4 people hate watching. Oh, okay. You know, I think that my spirits do definitely want me to do something about the hate watching. If anybody's hate watching my channel, I bet you're going to stop. I don't want you here. You're not allowed. You already invaded my channels enough, my social media enough. You're not allowed. There is going to be something that is going to be done about you people hate watching my channels and my social media. Okay? Mm-hmm. Hey, Christian. Can all my peeps that are here to support me hit the thumbs up? Even though you can't see the thumbs up, it's still there. Oh, yeah, that felt good. Yeah, all hate watchers got to go. You're not allowed to follow me. I know there's some people that, you know, they're like, oh, I'm going to transmute and da-da-da-da. I don't feel like transmuting anybody else's energy. I've got plenty of energy on my own. Maybe a minuscule amount. But I've been getting way too much. It's too much. I don't want to have to transmute too much negativity. And, you know, there's some people that they just generally don't have respect. And what they will do is they will try to boggle down and, you know, bear down on people. And it's been that way, especially in the spiritual community on YouTube, to where there's frauds out here that think that they run in the spiritual community. By the way, guys, I was actually on TikTok and I saw something quite disturbing. Um, Something that happened in, I think it was another state, but you know, some church, and they went to the city councilman who was complaining about this lady that owns a crystal shop, saying that it was devil worship. And I just think that that's crap. So this Pluto retrograde is gonna be extremely intense, and it's gonna intensify July and August. Uh, God. You know, wouldn't it be nice if we could create a better future, and the people that want to live in the past, let them go ahead and live in the past, and they can recreate their own Bible days, and let the rest of us live in the future? That would be so nice, wouldn't it? That would be amazeballs, I swear. Thank you, Christian. Yeah, we got a few hate watchers, not too many. So, yeah, I just really can't wait until the gang stalkers give it up. I think that the problem is that they've gang stalked either they've gang stalked regular people, not witches, right? They've probably never gang stalked an actual real witch. So they wondering what the heck is going on. I'm gonna tell you, the beginning of the end for you is what's going on, buddy. They need to be bought down. That was the end for you when you started gang stalking a witch. Okay? I got some good news today, though. I can't share it, sadly, because of the hate watchers and the other gang stalkers. But I will tell you that one of the gang stalkers bowed out, which was nice. The other ones need to as well. I got a mouthful of cornbread, y'all. So, yeah. These some large butter beans, too. They are good. Mm. And that ham perfectly seasons everything. There was no salt needed on this dish because the ham, obviously, ham has a lot of salt in it. Mm. Mm-mm-mm. So good and so good for you. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, me too, Christian. I doubt it if it will. Not anytime soon. When I reincarnate, I'm going to have all my family in the correct reality. Because this one, I think it's okay for them to practice their religion. It's just when they start to try to force other people. That's the problem. I understand that religion is protected by the Constitution. However, when you deny people their constitutional rights, then, what are we going to do? You know what I mean? I don't understand their obsession with people that don't want anything to do with their religion and this fear that they have of Satan. It's weird. It's weird. Yeah. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Christian, it is. Mm-hmm. Anywho, I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. And this one is up on the website too. Just FYI. It is nice. It is instant healing. It is instant. All that stress and stuff. I'm not the type of person to stay stressed out for too long. And just because I make comment on something doesn't mean that it stresses me out because I already know the answer. Even when you arguing with people, you still already know the answer. You know, it's your energy, it's your life, it's your soul. What are they arguing about? No, really. They have no right to argue with you. So why be stressed out? You know what I'm saying? So that is delicious. Anyway, guys, I'm going to catch y'all later. I just wanted to show y'all that real quick. I'm going to just kind of lay down for a minute and just kind of let everything settle as you pull it all back into yourself. Because I just kind of felt a little scattered, and it's good for that. You know what I'm saying? Okay. All right, guys. I'm going to catch y'all later. Y'all have a good evening. Have a happy Monday. And I will be seeing y'all. Especially those of you that are in the Dark Moon group. You guys are going to get a private video. Okay. Tomorrow. And if y'all are not following me on TikTok, then go do so, because readings are, if you're interested in readings, they'll be up on TikTok, and there'll be Pluto retrograde readings for each of the zodiac signs. Okay. All right, guys. I will see you guys later. Y'all keep it cool. Y'all be cool. Okay. This is a binding cord, by the way, in case you guys, yeah, was wondering what is that string. But okay, guys, I'll see y'all later. Blessings.